6:12.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good evening, everybody. Call this hearing to order Tuesday, November 28th at 6 p.m. For those in attendance, make sure you sign in the back. If you are going to speak, you'll come up and speak loud enough the stenographer can hear you. State your name and address. At this time, I'll swear you in. Anybody going to speak this evening, please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Thank you. First order of business for tonight is the approval of minutes from our last business meeting on 10/24/23. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
I move we approve them.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have Gold Shield Realty LLC for 9140 Peach Street, Waterford, PA, on a front yard setback for a permanent sign in the front of the building on the setback line. Whoever's going to speak on behalf of Gold Shield, please come forward.
How's everybody doing? Yeah, so we just wanted to request a variance to relocate our sign in that green space, which would be, I believe, 75 feet setback instead of 125. It is a permanent structure. New Motor Subaru has the same setup, closer to the road, and we were just trying to, the big concern is we're very active in the community, and the dealership has been in the same place for such a long period of time. We just want to make sure that everybody can see it, knows where we are, and knows where to go to get a hold of us. So, if there's anything we have to do in regards to that green space and offset it in some capacity, I'm sure we'd be more than happy to do that. That's kind of what we're looking at.
So what is your name and position?
My name's Joshua Bakun. It's B as in boy, A-K, U-H-N as in Nancy, and I'm the general manager.
Thank you. I have to write the decision, so I need to make sure I get everything.
No worries.
Thank you.
Yep.
Could you explain, I guess, the basis of your request on the variance, especially on a new build of a dealership?
So the basis is just basically if you drive down the street, there are a few different businesses that do have their signs closer to the road, and it's a nerve-wracking thing. You're moving an established company that's been there for probably 20, maybe even longer, 30 years. As you're driving down, there's not a whole, it's a pretty busy street. So especially us being at the end, if you just by some chance miss that, and believe it or not, sometimes when people are, nowadays everybody's looking on their phone, they're texting, stuff like that. If the sign isn't right in their, in their field of vision, there is a chance that they could pass us. It is a busy road. It's not super easy to kind of turn around and loop back at that point. And like I said, if there's any, question about that green space or anything like that, I'm sure we'd be more than happy to offset that in another piece of the property. But that would be the main concerns. We are very active in the community. We help a lot of different businesses, a lot of different people, and we want to be able to serve all those people as efficiently as possible. And we just want to make sure that there's no confusion in getting to our new location. There's going to be a lot of parking spots there. There's a lot of inventory, as you guys can see. With the economy, how the inventory is rising again. So we just don't want it to be a confusing transition, for us or any of our customers and the people that we help.
We as a board, we take every case individually, and I know you mentioned Subaru down the street, and that's not a new facility. It's been here many years, so it's a non-conforming operation in itself, since it was the first up there. Mm-hmm. And so we don't really look, not that we don't look at them, but we look with your surrounding neighbors.
Sure.
So I believe you might have questions or.
I'm just curious that all the other new dealerships in that area basically have accommodated the 125-foot setback. So I understand your points, but That's gonna be a big dealership. I don't think too many people are gonna miss it.
Yeah, no,
It's a nice sign. I mean, from what I saw on the plan, the sign's gonna be nice, gonna be lit up, I'm sure, at night.
sure.
Gonna have stuff on the building itself, so, that's why I said.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with any of those things. It's, you know, like I said, when you are, you know, I've driven down there, like you said, yeah, you are gonna see the big facility. It is a difficult area to kind of turn around if you do pass it up, if you're not familiar with it and you do happen to miss it. Myself, I've almost passed up Kia before we had our dealership going up, and I knew where to look, just because, you know, there are certain things that are set back, and you do sometimes not notice those. Now, those dealerships have had a chance to establish themselves there for a number of years, I'm sure. But, so that was the main reason for the request.
This is a large sign. It's almost 30 feet high.
It is, you're right, yeah.
And we're gonna miss it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not like it's a dentist office, it's just, you know, something closer to the street because they built and had a residential area in the commercial zone, and things have changed since that, so.
Is there any way, like, is the green space the main concern there? Or is there another, so there's nothing we could really do to offset the main concerns that you guys would have?
Yeah, 125 feet is the main concern.
Gotcha.
The green space is the green space, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to have approval for that, for their building.
Yeah.
Okay.
And plan, so.
Gotcha.
You have any more questions, Bob? Chuck?
Nope.
Thank you. If you have
Okay.
any more input.
Thanks for hearing me, I appreciate it.
We have nobody else to have any testimony here. Do I have a motion from the board?
All right, I'll make a motion that we do not grant this variance for the 75 feet, and if they would like to come back at 125 feet, that would be fine, but that we not grant this particular variance as being submitted.
I'll
Second.
second that.
All in favor? Aye.
All right, thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Thank you. I have a motion to.
I move to adjourn.
And I second.
Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
Do motion adjournment,
Yeah.
and who's second?